For 2014, Toyota wanted to create a Corolla that you'll buy because you want to buy it, not just for practical reasons. So, do they instill a sense of passion with the all-new Corolla? Let's find out. They also want to instill a passion when you look at the car, so they've gone with aggressive, clean forms. I think I like it.
The S version is even more aggressive. This one has alloy wheels and a piano black grille.
The 2014 is a much larger car with a wheelbase 3.9 inches longer and a total length increased by 3.3 inches. That gives you a staggering extra 5.1 inches of rear legroom. It's definitely more aggressive looking, even with the steel wheels. And I have to say, it does look clean. Of course, the inside is also fresh. They've gone with a wide open, horizontal, fluid dashboard design. You get soft touch materials all around. See? I like the contrasting seat color, and I like the way they feel too. They've added extra support and comfort features to the seats. The armrest is pretty plush, and it hides two-tiered storage. Moving forward, you get two cup holders and a real handbrake too. There's your traction control off button. Drivin Ivan doesn't recommend it. The S also offers a sport button right next to the traction control. Also, the shifter in the S has a manual mode. You can manually shift it up and down, whereas the other one has just an S mode, and it shifts for you. Now here you have the CVT transmission with sport shift, also a downhill braking mode. You can also have a 6-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. Moving up on the console, you get a place for storage, also a place to plug in your USB or iPhone, and a charger. The auto climate control is straightforward and easy to use, as is the infotainment screen, everything right where you expect it. Plus, voice actuation is standard. Nice feature. Just above that, you get your clock. Then moving over to the steering wheel, you have controls for your radio, also channel and mode, and Bluetooth controls. And there's the normal cruise control in all Toyota, Scion, and Lexus cars. On the door, you have controls for your power windows and also door locks. Down below, you have one cup holder plus some storage. Just to the left of the steering wheel is where you control your mirrors or your dashboard dim switch. There's actually two different gauge clusters. There's a different one in the S version. Now here's the S version, and you'll notice just 2 gauges, plus paddle shifters too. The upscale S does have a more luxurious feel to it overall. Overall, I think Toyota's pulled it off. It is nice and fresh, and I do like the soft touch materials. Now here's proof of all that extra leg room in the back seat. They've actually made the front seat skinnier so that you have more leg room back here. Plus, with a longer wheelbase, it's a win-win situation. Out back, you also get your own pull-out dual cup holder. And there is seating for 3 across, too. The Corolla gives you a nice large trunk, plus this handy-dandy storage area right in this net. Cool. Of course, you can always fold the rear seats down with a 60-40 split for more space. Powering the Corolla is a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder which produces 132 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. It also has Valvematic. Now, what's Valvematic, you ask? Well, it controls air and fuel intake via computer, basically varies the valve lift, and that gives you more power and also more fuel economy. But more about power now. If you go for the Eco, you get 140 horsepower, and that'll be good for a 0 to 60 time of 10.8 seconds. The normal version will get you to 60 in 9.9 seconds. Now with the 6-speed S, you'll get to 60 miles per hour in 9.3 seconds. With the CVT in the S, you'll get to 60 in 9.9 seconds. But the CVT will increase your fuel economy by 3 miles per gallon. Fuel economy is rated at 26 miles per gallon in the city and 34 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 28 miles per gallon overall, but better if you go for the Eco version, especially with the CVT. Toyota really picked a great spot to introduce the Corolla to the media, and they wanted to take the youth and vibrancy of Miami sort of related to their new Corolla. They're going after a younger market, and I think Miami's a great place to do it. So I've just started driving in the new Corolla here, and my first impressions are actually that it's very quiet. It's kind of Lexus quiet, which is surprising. This road is a little bumpy, but that's really all you hear. Also, the fit and finish is very nice. Now, this is still a prototype version, but the materials really do feel soft, and you can tell there's been sort of a paradigm shift at Toyota, and I like what I see, and I like what I feel so far. So the Corolla starts at $16,800. Now that's for the L. When you move up to the LE, that's $18,300. If you want the LE Eco, which is going to get you 42 miles per gallon on the highway, then you're up to $18,700. And the S version, which is the top of the line, starts out at $19,000. So the whole range is from $16,800 to $19,000. Square deal. Now this year marks the 45th anniversary of the Corolla. They've sold 10 million since 1968. Very impressive. And they've been built in America since 1984. That's also impressive. And they expect to sell 330,000 this year, actually. Now they're emphasizing QDR, which is quality, dependability, and reliability. And basically what they want to bring you with the new Corolla is really an entry-level compact sedan with upmarket features. And I think they're pulling it off. You know, you have USB right there, you have Bluetooth standard, and you also have voice control standard, and that's on any Corolla, even the entry level. Very nice. Now I do really like what they've done with the CVT transmission, and what they've done is they've given it sort of 7 gears in a way. It mimics a 7-gear transmission in that you'll feel definite sort of shift points and downshifts, and the more aggressive you are with it, well, the more aggressive it will be, and it'll hold the gear and it'll shift higher and give you more power. Now, the Corolla is not a super quick car, but still, with that transmission working for you, it does feel quick, and it has plenty of adequate power for getting on the highway or passing on the highway. I do like the engine braking mode. It does actually slow you down as if you're downshifting, and that can be very convenient if you're going down a steep hill. So the ride in the S is a bit firmer, and you'll notice also that the turning circle has been definitely increased, and that's a bad thing for the turning radius, but it's a good thing for handling. And the S Corolla is all about handling. So you've got the ability to shift it manually, and you've got better handling, better suspension as well. And it's a little quicker too. So when all is said and done, is the Corolla a car that you're going to want to buy just because you want to buy it and not because it's a practical car? I think the answer is yes for this new Corolla. It is very impressive. It feels really nice. It has great tech as standard and great tech options. It's just a more polished car than before, and with the S version, it also offers some sportiness too. You can also get an eco version. So they've given you options, and you can equip the Corolla any way you want it, from $16,800 to $19,000. I think that's very fair money. This is definitely a car that you're actually going to want to buy when you check it out at the dealer. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.